Welcome to the She Heals the World talk show. I am your host, Allison Fab, and today we are going to talk to the fabulous Anna Georgner. And let me just tell you a little bit about She Heals the World. So, we are a platform dedicated to empowering and inspiring heart-centered entrepreneurs to make a positive impact through their businesses. Our talk show, which you are joining today, is a treasure trove of inspiring stories, insightful conversations, and practical tips from leading women in the world of business for good. And the woman that we have today who is doing the good in the world is Anna Georgner, who is a registered nurse and the founder of Holistic Healing with Anna. With 20 years of experience in healthcare, Anna combines her clinical expertise with holistic practices, offering a unique approach to help others break free from burnout and live with authenticity and joy. Welcome, Anna.
Hey, I'm so excited to be here. Just what She World stands for is like that's what I'm all about.
I
So I love
love it.
it. Um,
Well, thank you for joining us. Can you tell us a little bit about your business journey?
Well, my business journey has been a journey to myself, right? It was me having to figure out why, despite having a successful professional career, despite having all the things, right? The good job, the family support, the partner, all of the things. I found myself burnt out, stressed out, and I was really just sad all the time. And I just thought this was what life was, right?
Yeah.
And yes, it was really in my own journey home to myself that I am like, wow, like what I'm doing or what these off modalities that I'm doing is like, wow, this is what really heals people, not what I do in the ICU or the ER setting.
Mm-hmm.
This is what heals people, getting to the root of the issue. So yeah, so it was really a journey home to myself. And with that, I'm like, okay, I need to bring this to the world. So yes, thank you
I
so much.
love that. So you did a lot of these modalities yourself to heal what you were going through, correct?
Yes, everything has always been for me in particular. So whatever I needed to heal for myself. And then once I experienced them, I'm like, oh my gosh, this stuff is so amazing. Like I need to like bring this forward and like do all, help all the people because I was just so excited about how um, integrative this work was. I was reflecting back to like my early years, like as a nurse, I've been a nurse for a long time. And I remember having this like toolkit of pills, right? And so, like, if somebody's like, I have a headache, I'm like, oh, yeah, I got something for that. Oh, my stomach hurts. I got something for that. Oh, I have nausea. I got something for that. Like, I had this treasured chest, this toolkit of pills, right? And so, like, I think back now and I'm like, oh my gosh, if we would just have gotten to the root of the issue, like, hey, let's maybe figure out what your body's trying to say to you instead of just numbing it and suppressing it, right? And so
Yeah.
now with these modalities that I offer, like we're really getting to the root of the problem. It's like, oh, I have a headache. It's like, okay, well, let's figure it out. Like, why do you think you have a headache? Is it something just simple like we need more water? Is this your body trying to talk to you?
Mm-hmm.
Let's figure it out. I'm more aware of using our body as a tool now, as opposed to just trying to like make it work, right?
Yes, I love
So
that. I talk about having a toolkit all the time and how we need different tools at different times. Like what worked yesterday might not work today, and vice versa. So you are providing a new type of toolkit to
yes.
the people that you get to work with. So,
Mhm.
was there a pivotal moment that led you to this path? I mean, you talked a little bit about how you were feeling, but was there something specific that said, okay, I am doing this and I'm sharing it as a business?
Um, I think it was just as soon as I went through it. So I was experiencing issues for me in my relationship. So just in these like issues figuring out like my daughter had special needs, issues with my partner, issues with my parents getting sick and needing to care for them on hospice and just navigating all that. And so just in this breakdown of all my relationships was really where it was like, okay, like I need to do something for me because I realized I was like pouring out into everybody and I was getting frustrated and resentful that they weren't pouring back into me, right? And I thought, as women, we're just taught that we're just supposed to give, 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 right? It's better to, this saying, it's better to give than to receive. I
Receive,
was
yes.
like, like just those little programming tools that it was like, oh, I have to overgive. And so I was finding myself depleted and resentful because people weren't giving back to me because they didn't have to, right? I didn't ask for anything, right?
Mhm.
I didn't ask for anything either. I wasn't vocal. So just all of that breakdown in all of my relationships that I was finding. And so it was finally like I wasn't fun to be around, to be honest. Not even for my relationships or even to myself. I didn't even like spending time with myself. And so I had to kind of in that moment when I went into these like modalities and like came out and like, wow, like just that like pouring back into myself was like, wow, like this is the ticket here. Like, because when I started to nourish and fill my own cup, right? I wasn't so hard to be it wasn't as hard for me to be around my family and my partner and my child because I didn't need so much from them because now I was filling my own cup. So it was almost like I don't know. I just and I started to like to spend more time with myself in particular, right? So like just all of it together, this accumulation of like everything and like yeah, just that moment of like, oh wow, like this is what I've been searching for.
And so how did it turn into a business? Like how did it become the pivotal point that you were like, okay, this is working for me. I feel so much better. My life is better. My relationships are better. Everything's better. Now what?
Yes, how do I create that into a business? Thank
Yes.
you for reframing that, bringing me back to it. So yes, I turned it into a business because I found I have always had this need, this inner desire to help people, right? I'm a nurse, I've been a nurse for
Mm-hmm.
years. So this feeling of I love to help people. And so with that, when I experience these things and recognizing like how we can heal at this like root level, this kind of was a pivot in terms of like, oh, I no longer have to give people like these pills to suppress everything they're going through. It was like, wow, like let's get to the root of the issue because I was now finding the root of my issues. And I found that it was something that I enjoy doing, right? I do enjoy helping people. I do enjoy guiding people, right? And so I was able to use this thing that I enjoyed and turn it into a business because when there is something that you truly enjoy, it doesn't feel like work, so to speak.
Right.
And
Yes.
so, yes, helping people who are trying to figure out what they can do to turn their creative force, what their life force energy is into a business would be like, what is it that lights you up? Right. And so I found that this really lit me up to really help people at the root level, as opposed to just like, it was there. I like to help people, but like,
Mhm.
let's go deeper. And this is what lights me up. And this is how I was able to turn it into a career, into a new passion, because it's a passion that I have.
I
Mhm.
can definitely relate to that as a former social worker. I can most definitely relate to that because we have, and I can guarantee that the viewers right now, they want to help. That's She Heals the World. Like we want to create change in the world. And so it's a matter of finding that path that feels aligned to do it and doesn't feel like this is just what society told us to do. Like this is the path. No, look at all of these other ways to do it. So very, very beautiful.
Yes.
What challenges did you face starting out and how did you overcome them?
Oh, yes. The challenge of why would you want to do something else? You make good money where you're at. It's easy. Um, you have good benefits. You have all the things that we're like striving for, right? You have a good schedule. You have vacation time. You have
Yeah.
sick time. why? Like, why would you want to do this? Right. And so I can tell you, it was even a little challenge in myself where I'm like, wait a second. Like, I remember having a conversation with someone just a few years ago, and they said, "Where do you see yourself in 5 years?" And I said, "Oh, I will be, definitely in my job." I remember, and I remember even saying, "I will be that rickety old nurse walking down the hallway. Like I found it. Like I thought I had struck gold in my job, right? Like I was like." Oh my gosh, I have such a great job. Like, why would I ever leave that? Right. So I had no intention of leaving, but life has a way of like, guiding you in
Guiding us.
ways. Yes. And so when I was able to find, this thing that I'm super passionate about, and like when I started to like bring it forward and like this stuff I do is unconventional, right? It goes against the grain. So it was really challenging to like bring it out to like my family, right? To bring it out to my friends, to like put myself out there on social media, right? Because like this stuff is not um it's out of the box kind of thinking, you know what I mean? So I really ran up against resistance, not only to other people, but really to myself, because I'm like, I still had this sense of needing to hide who I am, right? Being afraid that if I go against the grain, if I do something that's unconventional, then I wouldn't be received. I would somehow be like made fun of. I would somehow be like not accepted into the group.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So really it came from me accepting myself. When I became strong in my own truth to be like, look, this is who I am. This is what I'm passionate about. I believe in this. And if you don't, that's okay. Like I don't need you
Yes.
to accept me for who I am or this kind of
Yes.
thing. I don't need you to do that. And when that came, like people started coming in. My business started to become more successful because I was no longer trying to play small or to try to appease the people who were in my inner circle. And I was just like, okay, I'm going for it. And whoever wants to come, come. If you don't, that's okay too.
I love that.
Yeah.
Releasing the attachment.
Huge,
Yes.
huge to my
Yes.
own identity, right? Not even to others. It's like to myself, to my
Yep.
own identity of like who I'm supposed to be. Huge.
Well, it
Mhm.
sounds like that was one of your strategies that helped you to move forward and get more successful. But what were some of the other strategies that have contributed to your success?
Strategies to that have contributed to my success, just being authentic and being real, right? So the sense of I am just what I love the most about this work is like I am showing up as me, as the best version of myself with an open and authentic heart. I come with this sense of like I have a tool that can really help you. Um, but like it's up to you to do your work for yourself, right? Other people, right? I can't do your work for you.
Yes.
And that has been a huge building a business has been a huge weight for me because I had to realize that as much as I want to help people and like, oh my gosh, I have this tool for you. It'll be so amazing. This could change your life. People have to be ready for it themselves
Mm-hmm.
and they have to be willing to do their own work. So when I learned that I am just here as a space holder for others, right? Like I am here to with an offering and I am here to walk alongside you, but I cannot do this work for you or anyone else, right? It kind of lifted the weight off of me because I was no longer like I left from being this like grabby energy where like here I could help you here like come I can help you, right?
Rescuer, being the rescuer.
Yes. Oh my
Yes.
gosh. That was my archetype. I was the fixer, I was a rescuer.
Mhm.
And so when my energy shifted from me trying to be so like grabby to like out there trying to rescue, and when
Yes.
I turned this like when I shifted my energy back into like myself again, pouring into myself, filling my cup, um, it allowed me this opportunity to kind of like just be here with this offering and like with open hands as opposed to like grabby, right? And so I
Yes.
think a lot of women in this field who are trying to be entrepreneurs and trying to go out there and have these tools that can help people is really just knowing that your product is successful, that you believe in it. And so with that, you turn from this grabby energy and you're just like, yeah, I have something that is valuable and the right people will be guided to it, you know? And
Mhm.
so taking that stress off of having to like run after people, you know,
Yes.
because you don't need them to be successful, right? Like
Right.
what? Yeah.
Are you familiar with the drama triangle? Have you heard of the drama triangle?
No, tell me about it.
So the drama triangle is it's three different roles that people play. It goes back to like I think creating movie scripts in the 20s, but there's the rescuer, the victim, and the bully. And
Mm.
so we tend to, be on one of those three different angles. And when we step out, that's where the freedom lies. And it sounds like that was one of the pivotal points to your success was stepping out of that drama triangle. And I think a lot of healers do want to be that rescuer. That's what we're taught, and we have that innate oomph in us that like I want to help. That's my calling and my purpose. But being able to step out of that triangle and just give and be. And I love how you have embodied that so much.
My gosh, I could resonate with like all of that, like being the victim in there and like, oh, you guys don't, like,
Yes,
I
and then
don't
you get
know.
angry, and so then you're like, well, but you have to listen to me. Don't you understand that this is the thing for you? So then you turn into the bully. Like we all move through all different roles. I'm very guilty of it myself.
All of the things, oh my gosh, all
Yes,
of it, especially as a mother towards my daughter, I would say I could see all of that too.
yes,
Oh my
I
gosh.
am guilty of that as well. Even now.
Yes.
So authenticity was one of the things. Are there any other marketing or branding tactics that worked well for you?
I would say just showing up. For me, how I've been able to gain like momentum in my social media, of course, being authentic and like being unafraid and unapologetic and just being consistent, right? So like there's so much in like how we have this like, oh, I have so much to do. I can't possibly um do all the things, right? Which we can't. We can't do all the things, but my goal would be if as somebody who was encouraging a person who was starting out or trying to grow their business is just to be consistent, right? Like just showing up for yourself every day. Of course, putting your own needs first, but like show up, be consistent, post the thing, right? Like just post it. And if it doesn't have to look perfect, people love you and your energy and they just want to see you. And so it doesn't have to look all pretty, right? Often what we want to see people is in their real form, right? Like show me that you also struggle,
Yep.
right?
And that
Like
you've overcome, that you struggle like me, and that you've made it past so that I can do the same. Like that belief.
yes, that we don't have to have it all figured out perfectly, right? And
Yeah.
so showing it and like posting the thing or sending the email or being willing to like take your shot, right? Because you never know. It's just one post away or one call away from really opening up what could totally unlock your whole business. So that, and I will say the other thing is collaborating, networking. Like I have met so many women. Allison, I met you last year at a women's event where just getting out in your community. Like you don't have to make the search like, oh, I got to make it out on the internet and worldwide at this point. Like get in your community. So joining other women's circles, joining mom groups. I'm a part of several mom groups. Um, I'm part of the Chamber of Commerce here locally. Like all of there's so many opportunities in your community alone to network, to meet really great people, to like really build your network and community. And with that, again, you're just one handshake away from really blowing open your business. So networking, community building here local has been a huge opening for me. Like I have met so many people and it is amazing, right? And then with that, you grow, grow, grow. So start local, start local.
I love that. Did you ever run into, especially in the beginning, because you do come from a more traditional background just with healthcare and going to networking events, for example, it's there, you have like the women's circle is a group of healers more. And I find that there's there's like the super professional groups and then there's the more spiritual groups, and it's a little bit tricky to merge them. So do you have a tip for that, especially when it comes to networking?
Oh, this is exactly what I'm going through right now. So I would love to share. Again, so one thing that I found when I was coming to these professional settings and recognizing that a lot of them are about clinking glasses, right? About like, oh, we're drinking wine and champagne and toasting. And I made the decision a year ago to like to stop drinking because I wanted to be in this best vibration I could be and best condition I could be. So I found that at first it was a little bit challenging for me to go to this networking event where they're clinking glasses and I'm like, oh wait, I don't drink. Like, am I going to be accepted in this group, right? And having this like, oh wait, should I like pretend? Should I hold the glass? Should I?
Mhm.
Luckily, I was far enough in my journey where I'm not going to drink just because I want to be accepted.
Yeah,
But I recognized this feeling of like, oh shoot, I'm not going to be accepted into this circle. And then once I realized that I am not here to be accepted by everyone and liked by everyone, and we won't always, even in this spiritual community, we're not always going to resonate with every single person, right? And to just knowing that I'm going to show up and I'm going to be me and I'm going to have my cup of water and that be okay. Um, just again, being who you are and the people who resonate with you will find you. You don't have to worry so much about, I worried a lot about like, oh, I can't tell them what I do. I can't tell them because I just had a gal the other day who said, I'm super stressed out. Um, I have all this tension in my body. She says, but I'm a Christian, so I don't want to do, I don't want what you have. And I said, that's okay. You know what I mean? That's okay. And I can empathize because I was that person before who was very shut down and closed. And so like seeing people where they are and like just knowing that if ever you do align, then you will. And if not, that's okay too. Like it's all okay, right?
yeah,
Yeah. It's
yeah.
all okay. Yeah, it's all good. You don't have, it's all good.
I love that. It goes back to just being unattached to the outcome, just that you're there to be you and
Yeah.
whoever.
Yes, and so many people in these settings, in this professional networking setting, for example, like they are so stressed out, and I see how much they would benefit. And there are a lot who have come to my events.
Beautiful.
So
I love
just know, yeah, it's never going to be 100% in either circle that you go through. And just, yeah, being unattached and like being authentic, be who you are and show up.
I
Mhm.
love that. Thank you.
Mhm.
How has mentorship impacted your journey?
Oh my gosh, who would I be without a mentor? It is so necessary to have somebody who has walked the path before you, right? And so just knowing like, oh wow, like I can help like get the guidance. And you'll find like I've had probably at least four mentors in the short amount of time that I had been doing this like healing work. Like it's not a whole like you go with this mentor, but we're not meant to like follow one person for the rest of our lives, right? Like this whole thing is like, oh, I can come to you, I can walk, I can follow the steps, the guidance that they have, and then once I've received what I need to receive, then I can like then someone else appears. It's
Mhm.
so crazy. I mean, then it's like, oh, I want to start working on becoming a better speaker. And so then another mentor opens up and you start following their stuff. And then you're like, oh, I need to learn how to develop a course. Oh, you just follow, like things start unlocking. And just knowing you can have many mentors. And like, I remember hearing this one said, how many people do you have in your arsenal? Meaning, like, how many books have you read? Like, how many, all the books that you read are people that you now have as a mentor, like walking with you. Because to write a book, I mean, this is somebody who's probably taken 20 years of their life to develop whatever it is that they're developing, all their knowledge you're putting into this book. So by you reading this one book, you've now gained the knowledge of that person and all of their life's work that they put into this book. And so, you're able to absorb all their energy and mentorship, So it kind of like, oh wow. Like the more you kind of like read and gain knowledge, the more you're like already absorbing all these mentors.
I
So
love that perspective.
tons. Yeah. I have like tons of people that I've like have in my arsenal that are helping me be the person I am.
Yes, that's beautiful. And one of the things I love about the She Heals the World community is that there's so many different women and mentors within the community. So you do have access to
I
all of
love,
these
yeah.
different things.
That's
It's
such I mean, I love what She Heals the World stands for because that's what it's all about. Like we are all here like helping each other
yes,
to navigate. And maybe like one area that I might like not have the strength in, like a colleague of mine does. And so we can like collaborate on that, right?
yes, yes.
Um,
Lifting each other up through that.
yes. Oh, I love that. I love that.
So, what does healing the world mean to you?
Like what a sense of like relief there, right? And so like I am just so excited to like what this organization stands for example. And like She Heals the World starts first with like at home, right? And so like being that energetic light to yourself, right? Nourishing, feeling yourself, being the light here in your own home. Yeah, to yourself, right? So
Yeah.
like being this light, when you are this energetic, like when you like who you are, right? Your light then shines and you vibrate and you are able to like shine that and to heal the world collectively. So I just think about how like how many more people I help now. Now that I've been helping myself, um, helps way more people than I did before when I was like this burnt out, stressed out nurse, right? Like trying to like control when I say control from a nice place, right?
Right.
Trying
But
to,
from what you were directed to do. That's what you're taught to do.
yes. And my circle was smaller and I was more burnt out, like in my small circle with like, okay, my family and friends and get like, I was so stressed all the time, right? And so like when I started to like heal myself, with that light, I now can shine more. I help more people now than ever before with way less effort and way less like frustration, you know? Like it comes with ease now, like this light that flows from like above and within me and out, right? So much more easeful, playful, fun. I enjoy being around my family now.
That's
They
good.
probably enjoy being around me now more, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
Um, all of that. And I didn't say, okay, I know we're talking about She Heals the World, but like all of these experiences that I've walked through during this time. So like I didn't share like something very that was very heavy. Like both of my parents were both on hospice at the same time and both passed recently, like within this last year, and very close together within 5 months, and both of them being on hospice at the same time. And so despite building a business, despite caring for these ailing parents that I had, like because I had this like foundation where I knew like how to just energetically like still care for myself during this heavy time, right? I was able to like be a light like to the world still despite having all these things going on at the same time.
Mhm.
So like now having walked this path, and I'm sure as many of these other women have gone through really challenging experiences, based on these challenging experiences, like through what we've been able to navigate, we can now like use our knowledge and our wisdom and our compassion to like help heal the world collectively too, right? Like,
Yeah.
other people who will now be going through their own parents passing, right? Like being able to navigate, like, hey, I've walked this before you, and I can share with you what helped me kind of navigate, you know? And so this is like that whole She Heals the World, like being just a few steps ahead of the women in front of us, and like, hey, I can help you along your way. I can support you on your journey. Because we're all going to experience things, you know, like some things we're all going to experience, you
Yeah.
know? So,
Yeah.
yeah, just being the light and offering mentorship and to the people coming behind us.
That's beautiful. I love how you shared that and how you can use your life experiences to create more light and love in the world through all of it. Very
Yes.
beautiful.
Thank you.
So lastly, how can our audience support your work, our global audience?
Oh, global audience.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
I am internationally known. No, just kidding.
You are.
I am, yeah, I am. Actually, I am. What am I saying? I am internationally known. I was thinking of that Pitbull song that came on. Anyways, um, yes. So I do have an Instagram that I post on there pretty regularly. And with that, a lot of it is just me posting like inspirational quotes and teachings and like kind of like an opportunity to like use it as a creative force to like create and like put myself out there, right? You know? So yes, follow me on Instagram, Holistic Healing with Anna. I
Two
have
N's.
two. Thank you.
Yes, very important. I'm like with Allison too. I'm like, you got to tell people how to spell it. So Holistic Healing with Anna.
Two N's.
Two
Yes.
N's.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
Yes. So I am on Instagram primarily. I so yes, you can find me there. I have my link tree there. I do speaking engagements. So like if anybody ever wanted a speaker to come out, I do that. I do clinics, I do breath work primarily. So like in corporate settings or smaller settings, all kinds of things. So I have a lot of immersive offerings as well. So with that, lots of opportunities to come together. So I do workshops in person, retreats, deeper immersive experiences. I also offer an online school community. So that could be a free community where you can come in and get support and community offering there. So that's the school community that I offer. But just so many ways to like that you can come and receive. So yes, any opportunity, I'm all about it. Yeah. So
I
I
love
have many tools in my toolkit.
and many tools for a variety of people who want to do more in the world.
Yes, exactly.
Very beautiful. Well, thank you for spending this time with us. Thank you for sharing your wisdom with your journey with growing your business and the work that you are doing in the world. And now all of you know how to find Anna. And if you want more support, please check out the She Heals the World community as well.
Thank you for listening to the She Heals the World talk show. To find out how you can grow your purpose-driven business, visit us at www.shehealstheworld.com.